Hello everyone, the doctor's back in for another Transformers review, and today I'll be reviewing the trio of Tripredacus. The first part I'm going to go over each individual of the figures and their transformation into their robot modes, C-Clamp, Cicadacon, and Ramhorn here. I tried to do that and as well as combining them into one video. There just wasn't enough time in the 10 or 11 minutes to get all of that in. So I'm just going to go into their individual robot modes first, and then in the second part we'll do combining them into Tripredacus. So we'll start off with C-Clamp here. C-Clamp is a crayfish lobster type thing. And like most of the Beast Wars, it has an attack mode. Very simply, it's just this extra claw inside that pulls out, and that is C-Clamp's attack mode. For transformation, we'll put that back. And we're going to start off is just basically take the head of the lobster and just split it in two. Then you rotate the bottom part around. You can see the robot legs there. You separate those out and rotate them 90 degrees and open the feet. And then we'll take the lobster's head, rotate that this way, take the legs, go around the back and have them come up here. Same thing on this side. Flip out the chest, and there's the head. And then you can position the arms however you like. Now, if you notice under here in the back, this part here is a gun. It's just stored back there. It cannot be held by. I guess you could put it in his claw like that, but it's more meant to be part of the weapon of Tripredacus, and I'll go over that in the next video. So that is C-Clamp in robot mode. Next is Cicadacon here. Cicadacon's attack mode is all basically there's this little proboscis that flips out there, and then these parts of the wings that just flip out or rotate out just like that, and that is Cicadacon's attack mode. We'll just take these off for now. They become swords for Cicadacon in robot mode. We'll start out with on the side here. There's a little panel. You just will flip that out. Inside there is the foot. You can see the leg of the robot. You can flip that out, and there's one leg there, and then you can close this back up. And the same thing on the other side. Open that panel and rotate the leg down, and then close it back up. And then you can see here is the robot arms. We'll just take those all the way out to the side like that. Take the cicada's head and rotate it all the way around. And also, what I forgot to show you is the waist here. When we flip the legs out, you just push it together like that. And then finally, just flip this panel with the rub sign back here, and then there is the robot head like that. And then, like I said, these little wing things can be held in his hands for his weapons. And that is Cicadacon in robot mode. Finally, Ramhorn here is it's a rhinoceros beetle. Cicadacon is obviously a cicada. This one's a little bit tricky. I may struggle a little bit, but I could actually start up under here. You can see that the robot legs are folded up underneath here. We're just gonna rotate those around. Oh, and I forgot to show you his attack mode. Let's do that real quick. His attack mode is basically lift up the shell with a little bit of force. There's these two blades that pop out, and you just slide them out, and that's the attack mode. Not much to. We're just going to take this piece out, and this will become, this is another part of Tripredacus's weapon, and we'll just close the shell back up. We'll come back around, rotate the legs down like we did before. Then you want to come up the back. These panels here are behind the rhinoceros beetle's head. You want to split those apart, and then rotate them down, and they'll become the robot chest, and you can peg them back together right there. This you can pull back just to get it out of your way, but it'll goes back in like that. It's not a post and port, but it does fit in there. I just put these legs kind of back out of the way, and then you can flip the head down, the rhinoceros beetle head down, rotate it 180 degrees, and then what I forgot to show you too is his robot arms are over here. We'll just kind of adjust those. Like I said, this guy is a little bit tricky just because he doesn't really fit together. He's a little loose, and not all the parts fit together real well. Or I think it's just because it's loose. And then finally, you can open up these panels, and that'll reveal the robot head, which looks kind of goofy. There you can see a close up there, and then if you move this horn here, you can move his mouth. At the top half of his head and the bottom half of his head are two different parts. Kind of reminds me of Ike from South Park, if any of you have seen that show. And that's pretty much it. That is Ramhorn in robot mode. It's not one of my favorites, but it's okay. I do like C-Clamps and Cicadacon's robot modes. So as you can see, I'm about at like 8 minutes there, and I'm going to do the combination into Tripredacus in part 2. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this part of the review. This is Dr. Prime. Thanks for watching. The doctor is out.